Autism spectrum disorder is a lifelong neurodevelopmentally condition affecting how people communicate, behave, and interact with the world, typically appearing in early childhood. It is a spectrum because it involves a wide range of symptoms, strengths, and challenges, including social difficulties, repetitive behaviors, and sensory sensitivities.
All initial opinions are this is genuine. What you're about to see may disturb you.
Rock and roll McDonald's! Rock and roll McDonald's! Rock and roll McDonald's! Rock and roll McDonald's!
Welcome to the Marky Worthington Comedy Podcast. This is a live recording here for episode 158 with Dylan Holmes. How you doing?
Good, man. Is this, man, I'm not used to this kind of level of professionalism.
Well, neither am I, so it's the first time for both of us.
My last podcast was recorded with like a lapel mic on a chopstick, man. So this is...
Damn. Yeah, that's like OG and that's what I reckon shit.
Yeah, it was in a Corolla, dude. So I'm moving up in the world.
What podcast was that? I want it.
That was mine and another comedian, Charles.
Oh, right, yeah. Yep.
Nice.
Dude, he used to have heaps of videos where he just randomly record shit in his Corolla.
Yeah, and then, I don't know, his kids grew up.
Yeah.
Good habit.
But we stayed the same.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to kick off the podcast with one of my favourite segments on the show, and this is the first time you've been on a live show before. So I'm introducing what I like to call a random payphone in Canberra and see if someone answers. All right, let's see if we can kick this off. What do you think of that segment, Dylan?
I didn't know like payphone numbers just look like mobile numbers.
Yeah, they are mostly.
Full on. I thought it was like a Seppo thing as well. I didn't know you could do that in Australia.
Yeah.
It's a thing in movies, man. Like, sure that happens in, like Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Well, that's what actually I thought of the idea. I was playing Grand Theft Auto 3.
Yeah.
And I realised that you randomly walk past payphones and they're ringing and you just answer them and you end up having to do missions. Like imagine just a real life mission just coming to you on a payphone.
Isn't that is for sure in one of the Batman games as well. Why is Batman answering a payphone? Like the Joker's on the other end. Hello, Batman.
I also don't know why anyone would think that was going to lead to anything good.
Oh yeah, no. You've hit film. Is it literally called Payphone with Colin Farrell and Donald Sutherland? Where he's like trapped by a sniper in the payphone. No?
It's like the payphone version of Speed.
Oh yeah. Dude, when they did Speed 2 and it's like, nah, it's on a boat this time. Dude, we forgot how to do sequels, man, honestly.
Yeah.
That's...
Alright, we have previously done an episode on a sequel. That was Alien vs Predator 2. That was the first two-part episode we ever did on the show. This is your fourth time on the show, and in that time, can you name a sequel that is better than the original?
It's hard, man. My snap answer used to be like Terminator 2 and Aliens.
Yeah.
But I've gone back, and now that I'm a more mature gentleman, I was like, man, Alien just kind of fucks super hard. That's
the original Alien.
Yeah, it's so good. Like, hot take coming in, Alien is a good film.
This is why we get Dylan in for the... So, you choose. From our list of payphones at the top there, can you tell me which one would you like to call out of the four?
Dude, let's do Lingus Street, 53 Lingus Street, the post office.
Yes, dude, let's do it. All right, we're calling 53 Lingus Street at the post office. Let's see whether some random walking past will answer it.
Reminds me of the light rail, dude, on Lingus Street.
Yeah, Lingus Street. Now, let's sweeten the deal. I have $50 to give them if they get here before the end of the show.
Dude, do you just end it if someone picks up?
Dude, if someone picks up, I'm kind of fucked.
Dude,
Yeah,
sorry, Dylan.
this is a bad financial decision. All right.
Imagine having $50 these days.
Oh, it was was engaged.
Dude,
While we
tragic.
wait for that person to get off the phone, do you have a plan B?
Dude, let's do, should we do the second list?
Yeah, let's go. So we've got a second list there because someone stopped us from the first one.
Yeah,
Someone's actually trying to sell drugs right now.
Dude, we're disrupting the community. Yeah, do the aquatic center.
Aquatic centre, let's do that. All right. Come on, aquatic centre. Someone just, sorry, I can't hear you. I've got too much water in my ears.
Yeah.
I didn't bring my earplugs.
Has anyone ever picked up on anything?
Dude, this is the poker machine of the podcasting world. It'll pay off one day.
Yeah, it just needs to pay out once. How many rings do you give it?
Like 8. Pretty desperate.
That's me chasing the feature, man. One more ring. One more ring.
3 more. 2
Do a countdown.
Last one, come on.
No.
The aquatic centre is out of action. Oh well,
Dude, they're getting their last swings in before winter.
I don't even know if that'll pay off one day, but when it does,
It'll be worth that 50.
oh man, the rush. Sometimes it's just the rush of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you recently did a show on the Canberra Comedy Festival. You've been doing comedy here for a while and around Australia as well. Did you do any while you were in Perth? Or?
Yeah, I did a bit when I was in Perth, coming out of lockdown. But like Perth vibes, as anyone who's been to Perth knows, they're weird vibes, man. I had to run back East Coast. I'm an East Coast boy.
I hear a lot of people do Perth from like I know this comedian I follow from Scotland, and he only does Perth because it's the closest flight. He does Perth and then fucks off. Like he doesn't travel over this side.
That blows my mind because they're so proud in Perth to be like, we're the most isolated city in the world, and it's like, yeah, man, it shows. Like, keep it on the down. But now you've got me all messed up. So I'm like, where is Scotland? It is clearly not where I thought it was. How's it closer to Perth? How's it easier to go to Perth than like Sydney?
I mean, you're already here. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But yeah, I seen he was doing a gig in Perth, and I emailed him and said, would you be interested in adding Canberra to your Australian run? He said, no, I'm just doing Perth.
Yeah.
And I was like...
I mean, as Canberrans, we should be used to rejection by now. Like, honestly. Yeah, no, I'll come to Canberra. Sydney's 3 hours away, but come to Canberra.
Come to Canberra. Don't worry about Melbourne.
Yeah.
Like the comedy capital of Australia.
Yeah, we've got Old Parliament House, dude.
Questacon.
Questacon.
From Scotland to Questacon.
Dude, worth it. Worth every cent.
So the Canberra Comedy Festival, you just finished a show there. How did that go?
Dude, it was sick. It was Saint of Losers. It was like my first hour, and like young naive me was like, I'm not gonna do comedy. Comedy's too easy. I've done too much of that. I'm gonna do like a slideshow, like history lesson, presentation sort of thing. Yeah, it turned out to be pretty hard. Turns out if you don't work on it until the last week beforehand, things get pretty stressful. But no, it went like really good. Like I got like 40 odd people there. Of course, packed the crowd with trans communists. They're like the only people I know. And as soon as you know one, this is the secret. Like as soon as you know one trans communist, you know like 20. It's all running in a group, man. There's worlds out there we don't even know of.
It's a hive mind.
Oh, dude, yeah, the woke hive mind. It's real. No, but it was sick to see all them come out. I had like some old friends who like I hadn't seen in like 5 years, and they sent me a message afterwards. It's like, hey man, it was great to see you. It's like, I would have loved to talk to you.
How weird is that when someone you haven't seen? So I had a gig here for my solo show in the back room.
Yeah.
And there was only a handful of people because it was a Wednesday night and it was me. I got messages from people that were here that I didn't even know were here. And I was starting to think, were they just gaslighting me into
They thought there was going to be heaps more people there.
They just assumed it was a full room, which is kind of better than turning up and removing all doubt.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather them think that they were easily missed in a sea of people.
Yeah. Probably could have got them. Yeah. They rolled the dice, and I give them big ups for that. You know, they took the chance. They tried to hit the feature, man.
They should have been at the aquatic centre.
I think it better than being 50. But no, I wish I had seen them. But
I should have paid someone $50 to like wait by the phone,
dude,
just to make the bit.
Insider trading.
Yeah. No, because then I would turn it. I would grow like hair and turn into a monkey like the kid in Jumanji when he tried to roll the dice so it landed on 12.
Yeah.
Dude. That's exactly that's what will happen. If I try and cheat the podcast gods,
they punish you swiftly.
maybe, fuck knows. If anyone's seen me without a shirt, they might have thought that already happened.
Dude, imagine shaving, man. Just let it grow, dude. Who's got time to be self-conscious anymore, man? The country's about to run out of petrol in like 14 days.
Dude, this doesn't come out for 6. I mean, fuck.
We might be dead.
Hello from the past. We thought the world was shit.
Yeah. This is the artifact someone finds. Like, what's a podcast?
Oh, fuck.
Are they talking about gay communists? What's a communist?
Yeah. Well, no, this is from the past before the gay communists took over.
Oh, dude, I can't wait, man.
So what did the show consist of? You had like a slideshow.
Yeah, so it was just basically stuff I found funny. I guess it's all comedy, so there's something very enlightening. But I just had like famous losers from history. So I started with Caligula. I don't know if you've heard of him. He was like the third Roman emperor, and he was the one who was like notorious for like orgies and tyranny and like authoritarian overreach. And like, I disagree. I'm going into bat for him, man.
He sounds like a winner.
Dude, he was actually that funny, man. This is what our modern despots don't have. Like Elon Musk could never order his legion to like march into the beach and start stabbing water because he wants to kill Poseidon. And that's a real thing that Caligula did. They filled like their coffers up with like seashells and sand from the beach and brought it back to Rome. He was like, look, I beat Poseidon, man. Look at my toys.
Stabbing the ocean and puss.
Yeah, yeah, dude, he was. He was. He was a big puss guy.
Boxer and puss.
Yeah, but he was also dark woke, so he was like, he did it for him.
How funny is it to diagnose historical figures with current diagnosis?
Oh, he was for sure neurodivergent.
Well, how do you tell me that Einstein wasn't in the spectrum? Like he wore the same shit every day.
Yeah.
And was like, oh, I just don't like making choice of what I want to wear, so I just wear the same thing.
Yeah. No, Einstein was for sure alive when we knew about autism.
I think maybe he's the Genghis Khan of autism. Like he fucked enough people that they all came from him.
Oh man.
When I won a beard competition here in Canberra, you're looking at Canberra's Best Beard 2024, and I had someone reach out to me from Mongolia, who's an artist that has a beard, that said that he wanted to show his appreciation to Canberra's Best Beard.
That's insane.
And I said to him, his new nickname is Bearders Khan.
They must get like so. It's like, does anyone know a single other Mongolian?
Like, that has a beard? Like this guy had like a full thick beard. Like I've not seen people with Asian genetics with like full thick, like ginger beard. Like this guy was like full like artist.
Ginger.
I
love this guy.
Maybe wasn't completely.
Dude, he was on the gear. You reckon?
I reckon.
He's died.
I think he had a bit of. I think there was maybe a Viking that fell off a ship and swam ashore. Swam ashore.
Yeah. Just to keep my history cred alive, like my favorite Mongolian is obviously Kublai Khan, but that's just you guys do.
Okay, tell me.
I think he was Genghis's grandnephew, something like that.
Okay.
But he was just the only other Mongolian I know, so I was just trying. He tried to invade Japan and went really bet?
Always bet the under. Go for like the lesser known
Yeah,
card.
of course, man. Like anyone could like Mario. I'm more of a Luigi.
Yeah. He's the Pepsi.
Yeah, dude, I love Pepsi Max. I'm drinking too much of it.
The more you look over history, once you know about like ASD, the more you realise that like sometimes it works out for people.
What's ASD?
Like autism's
Oh, yeah.
spectrum disorder.
Okay, yeah.
That it's like if you it reminds me of like a car with four wheels that spin really good. But if they're pointing in different directions, then it'll never work. But if you can somehow align them to fucking all go in the right direction, then you get like dudes that are just like fucking Einstein. And are like,
Well, a guy that was like, speaking of this, a guy I cut from my show was this dude called Frederick Barbarossa. And it was like just before the Third Crusade. He was the emperor of the Holy Roman Empire, which is in modern day Germany. But it was just a bunch of like, it was like 100 different little kingdoms. And I was like, only someone with ASD can like manage all of that. And then like before the campaign, before the crusade, they're like, this is the best build up for a war we've ever had. Everything runs so smoothly. He's marshaled his men perfectly. It's all so well. And of course, like he fell in a river and drowned on the way there. But until then, it was like, you know, I'm comfortable taking this.
Yeah, he like had a sensory overload from the mud in his shoe, and just like everything was perfect, but that thing was a little. It's a bit like they don't call it Asperger's because the guy that it was named after was a Nazi, so we don't want to call it that anymore.
Yeah.
But I like to think that like he was like more into trains than the other Nazis.
Yeah, that's
like he was.
Does the train on this bit have a hand?
I don't know. I was trying to think. It's one of those thoughts I had where I was like, I want to do it into a bit, but no one will ever see it for how I intend it to be.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, do you ever have bits where you like, that's funny, but it'll only ever be assumed that I mean ill by it? Like.
Yeah,
I feel like once you mention the word Nazi, people are like, I don't really fucking know where you're going with this, but you need to shut up instead of listening to the bit. The idea of it, of like one of the soldiers low-key being like, oh, that's a fucking something of a locomotive. Like, like they're all like so staunch, but he's like trying not to fucking, like, have you seen, there's a video of when Germany hosted the Olympics, there's a video of Hitler watching it, like,
is that the one where he's methed out?
Get methed out, dude, and he's just
like rocking back
It's like, I've seen guys like that in, like, at a bottle-o, like, just looking at the, like, OP
Dude, we just had one on the phone at a Lincoln Street. That's why I was engaged.
I'm gonna call that comeback. It'd be funny if in the background there's somebody that's like just hears the beep beep beep, like, oh hang on, someone's trying to fucking call the payphone.
In the middle of the
Someone set up an office around the payphone. Hang on, I've got another call coming.
Dude, I can get this 50.
Well, that sounds like an interesting show. You did. Do you have plans on doing a similar format for other shows, or was it a one and done?
I still don't know what my relationship with comedy is going to be in the future. Like, I'll probably try and take this show other places. I mean, I put all the work in. I might as well. So I'll probably looking at doing Sydney Fringe at the end of the year, and I'll probably take it. Even though I just shit on it for like 5 minutes, I'll probably take it to Perth early next year. Well, but I don't know, man. I think if you're doing an hour and you have, you know, the space to do the kind of extra stuff, I feel like I'm someone who definitely try and make the most of that, like with the slideshow. And it was like pretty sick. But what I didn't expect, because all the slides were like jokes in themselves.
Yeah.
And so I had like 130 slides, and I timed it all out. And I did the first slide, and it got a huge laugh. I did the next slide, it got a huge laugh. I was like, these are meant to be on screen for 2 seconds, dude. I did 70 minutes. After I had Nick Starkey, local fave, open for me as well. I was like,
nice.
I was the last show of the night, thankfully. I was like, sorry everyone.
Well, I feel like for that kind of stuff, people are into it. Like I've seen Friendly Geordie does gigs.
Yeah.
He actually uses the screen.
What a Baso.
Yeah, and he uses a lot of like the same slide with a different overlay. So he'll like switch back and forth. Like it'll be you know, like he'll have like quick transitions between them. Or sometimes he'll like go for a few and then just be like, I just need to remind you of the thing I just said and go back like 4.
Yeah.
Like, he kind of plays with it a bit like that, which is good.
Yeah, so I did basically the same thing. Like, because it was like 130 slides, so it's like heaps, but it's kind of like a slide every 30 seconds, and some of them were intended to be on screen for literally 5. And then I don't know. I didn't do much going back. Like if I had to like recall a joke, I'd pre-plan it ahead. That'd be like, oh, it will just be the next slide again.
Yeah.
Or like scrolling back through them.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But I'm sure he's doing that for like effect. I'm pretty sure he does like a bunch of.
It's basically one of his YouTube videos live.
Yeah.
But I appreciate that, man. I think that like comedians being innovative with new delivery methods, especially with like the use of social media and shit. Like I like even interactive shit where people can like send in questions and random crap like that. I've been to a few gigs where they can do that. Like in the break, someone will like, you know, like give an update on something that they like. He'll ask a question and people can text in and stuff. Like that's kind of cool.
No, I do like the complete opposite of that day. I was like, I'm gonna have this perfectly curated thing, and if anyone says fucking anything, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna schedule to keep it.
Holy fuck! Yeah, that's good. No, it's dude. It's good to see. Good to see that like not just big YouTube dudes are taking the time to do this, but like local guys are getting into it. And I'm glad that you made a good use of your ability to like look into interesting facts and shit. Yeah. Like kind of making use of a natural interest of yours. Yeah, well, you know, it's kind of like a double-edged sword because it's not my career, it's my hobby, and because I get money from like other like sources, like I'm not reliant to make my comedy as like as palatable as possible. Like I think in that show I told Elon Musk to kill himself like 4 times as a joke, you know. I winked everyone. Yeah. But you know, if comedy was my job, I'd probably have to play it a lot safer. Sure. Yeah, you've got no strings, so you can have fun. Dude, I'm free. I'm free besides the Pinocchio of comedy. You're free besides the wage label. You know? Yeah. I have a bit after this, which will cap out this section. So basically, I chose a random make-believe venue. Yeah. And in this case, it's called Rock and Roll McDonald's. Yeah. And I got AI to write a negative review for the gig venue Rock and Roll McDonald's based on its experience at Rock and Roll McDonald's. So this is half a star. What social media would this be on? You should have told the AI. Oh yeah, so this is it. No, I did. I just cut it out of the question. I cut the question to AI out, but I told it to write a Google review. Oh, okay. So like something that you would want to deter people from going to the venue that hadn't been there before. Yeah, alright. So basically this is what Google thinks of Rock and Roll McDonald's. Extremely disappointing experience in Rock and Roll McDonald's. The sound engineering was atrocious, making it impossible to hear the vocals over a muffled bass drone. And the venue felt poorly managed, security was rude, and overall atmosphere felt cramped, dirty, and chaotic. Not worth the ticket price, definitely won't be returning to Rock and Roll McDonald's anytime soon. Avoid if you want a good quality night. I like how this is why like AI can never achieve the peaks of like a truly unhinged like Facebook like user, because there's like I love that there's no mention of the food at all. Yeah. That part was good. The slop I love. Yeah. But the rock and roll at McDonald's was shit. They basically just commented on the rock and roll and not the McDonald's. Yeah. Yeah, so that's our fake Google review. And do you want to? We might as well just keep going.
Oh, we're just pumping through.
Yeah.
All right.
Happy?
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Yeah, cut this out. Your podcast, man.
All right.
I'm just a passenger.
Passenger. Yeah, you're like your passenger, and I'm Jake Gyllenhaal in Drive. Have you seen that?
That's Ryan Gosling.
Oh shit! I forgot which hot boy it was.
Dude, don't ever mix up my goats again.
Dude, I messed that up.
Everyone, they're all the same guy.
Yeah, who's the third to that trio? So you've got Ryan Gosling, Jake Gyllenhaal. Who's going to be the third in that? They're all the same.
For ages, I got Ryan Reynolds and Ryan Gosling and stuff.
Okay, well there we go.
Yeah, like one of them's like a real actor and the other one's dead.
Yeah.
Is that
Is Deadpool in every movie?
He kind of is. Yeah.
It's a bit like Hugh Jackman was always Wolverine to me.
Yeah.
In most movies, even. But I did watch a movie. I forgot what it's called. He plays as a dude whose daughter gets kidnapped.
Princess.
Yes.
Never seen that.
Dude, yes, it's called that.
Yeah.
And it's the movie that broke the cycle for me. I finally didn't see him as Wolverine.
Why does he get beat up?
No, he gets beaten up, but he also does quite a bit of beating up. But he's it's like a more human element. He makes mistakes. He lets his anger get the better of him, where he should have just been more tactical, but he just couldn't think straight, obviously, because his daughter had been kidnapped.
He does still very much sound like Wolverine.
Damn.
Yeah, he's angry and violent, not like Wolverine.
Yeah, he's got a daughter that he defends with his life.
Just describing Logan.
Really?
Oh, wait, no, he was Wolverine. Yeah, that was Logan.
The worst part is he doesn't have the sideburns, so you realise how fucking wide his face is.
Is it?
He has a very wide face. I feel like when he has mutton chops, it's only with half an inch of hair. The rest is actually face. He just has a big square face, and also he plays as an alcoholic, which suits his face. You ever seen an alco with just a big face?
Yeah, but it's bloated. So he's
he looks bloated.
Yeah, so he's handsome alcoholic.
Yeah.
That's a good look. That's a good look.
Yeah, actually, he plays a better alcoholic than a father, to be honest, in that role.
Many such cases.
To be fair, it seems more like he's mad that someone else is yelling at his daughter instead of him.
You're doing it wrong. Yeah.
I want to corrupt her.
I'm going to traumatize her. Yeah.
How dare you traumatize my traumatized kid? Oh man. Speaking of alcoholics, we are moving into another section that feeds off the back of your show. We have what I sent a clip of for what I like to call the OG driving while intoxicated story. Come on, grab your friends. We're all...
I already forgot this one.
Okay. The fun will never end. It's...
Story time.
There we go.
Alright, so this is 1120 Common Era. So that's 906 years ago. So it starts with Henry I of England, and this is going to be so much backstory, but he's he's the king of England and Normandy. Normandy's in northern France, and they're kind of like French Vikings. They're a really cursed combination. So he's just come off of 20 years of civil war. And the way he's ended it is that he's married his son, William, off to a Norman princess called Matilda. I don't have to look that up because they're all called Matilda. It's farcical how many Matildas drown. So
while he was waltzing Matilda...
Oh, don't, dude. Our culture's all secondhand. It's all secondhand, Mark. So
just like my jokes.
Dude, intellectual property's unreal. So Henry and William are partying in Normandy. They're having a good time. The war's over. They're getting on it. And then the King Henry is like, it's time to go home. But the captain of the white ship comes up. He's like, dude, Henry, the white ship, it's so sick, brother. We just got it refurbished. It's so fast. Bro, your dad, William the Conqueror, was on this ship. And Henry's like, oh, yeah, nah, my son will take it. Give it to my son. And he's like, all right. So the captain asks William, he's like, do you want to take the white ship? He's like, yeah. And the captain's like, can the crew party a little bit? And William apparently brings so much alcohol onto this ship, like just kegs and kegs of wine. Everyone's getting smashed.
You have to let the bilge water out to...
Yeah, to put more wine in. Everyone's getting smashed, especially the captain.
Yeah.
Right? And then, so they're getting rowdy, and the priests are like, we need to bless the boat. And they're like, you fucking nerds, get out of here. And that was like the first cursed moment. And then afterwards, another guy, Stephen, of a French name I can't pronounce, he was like, you guys, you think maybe we're taking it a bit too hard? And they're like, get off the boat, man. So Stephen's off the boat, and then, you know, the night's winding down. William's like...
Imagine kicking off someone for not partying hard.
Not partying, like, this is like a huge noble as well. This is like I think he was his cousin, who was also like the Duke of whatever.
They like bitched him off. They're like, you can't party, fuck off.
Yeah, he was like, he had the glasses on and everything. But then the captain's like, it's time to go. He's like, I'm good to drive. William's like, bet, throws him the keys. Dude, they leave the docks. They don't even make it out of the harbour. Dude, they hit a rock that it like is so close to the shore that people can hear like yelling and screaming. And they're just like, those kids, that party's like crazy. It's a rager, man. And so there's 300 people on the ship. 299 of them drown. So only one guy gets away, and that's the chef. And
holy fuck.
Yeah.
And normally the chef's the drunkest.
Yeah, but he's probably also the fattest, so maybe he just floated. Yeah. But so William, the heir to the throne, dies. All of his half brothers and sisters die. There's like a bunch of stories about like, apparently William was getting away, and then he heard his sister cry out. He went back for him. It's like, if everyone died, how the fuck do we know that? You're just making shit up.
The chef was just floating on his back.
No, William was so brave. He definitely went back to save his sister. There's another story. It's like, after he saw that William had drowned, the heir to the throne, the captain was like, let himself drown rather than face the repercussions of killing the entire royal line.
Shit. Which is the worst way to go. Imagine having to try and let yourself drown.
And drown, dude. Yeah, so definitely why it almost certainly didn't happen. But anyway, the entire royal line drowns, except the king, he's back in England. And he doesn't find out for days, because everyone's like, I'm not telling the fucking king that everyone fucking drowned. The ship he told to put his son on drowned. But he eventually finds out, and he's morbid, and he has no more male heirs, and so he names his daughter, I think it was also Matilda, as heir to the throne. Like, it's literally House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
And then he makes all these nobles swears like he will support her, and they're all like, you know, when you get invited to something you're definitely not going to go to, but you don't want to be rude. You're like, well, remind me when it's close. Yeah, remind me. It's like, obviously.
Every other guest except for you, this is why you're here.
Anyway, so Henry ends up dying.
Honestly, I'm surprised you came to tell me that. On the thing that I thought you were going to do that
to. So eventually, it's another 20 years later, but Henry himself dies. He couldn't have any, he tried to have sons, but couldn't. And so Matilda tries to take the throne, but the guy who got off the boat, fucking Stephen, he heard, snuck over to England and coronated himself immediately. And then so him and Matilda have another 20 years of civil war that's so bad, it's called the Anarchy. They have a name for it.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's literally House of the Dragon.
Meets Sons of Anarchy.
Sons Anarchy of the Dragon.
Yes.
House of Anarchy. Whatever. And so they have a war that's so bad, people just kind of like refuse to fight it. Like the two armies will come up and then they just kind of stand around.
Yeah.
It's been like 20 years.
Like that scene in Braveheart where they like just start charging toward each other.
And
they just shake hands.
Yeah, so they're like siege in a castle, but everyone's just kind of standing around. And so after a while, I think it's Stephen's son dies, so he also doesn't have a male heir. And so the way they make peace is Stephen is king, like they acknowledge him as king, and it's Matilda's son though is the heir. And that's they just swapping people, man. The Middle Ages is so silly.
It's the same story but different every time.
Yeah, it is. Because even the dad, Henry, he was the fourth son to William the Conqueror. Yeah. And when he died, he was just like, I guess I'm the closest to England. I guess it's me now. just take it. Just take it and then kill everyone. Yeah.
But the thing is, right, I want to know, how old was the dude that was still trying to have kids? Because, like, he would have been frantically trying to make sons.
Oh, yeah, so him and his new wife didn't have any kids.
Yeah.
At all. So.
That's another point. New wife.
Yeah. Well,
he obviously tried before and was like, it's not my fault, it's hers. And
to be honest, I'm not even. She might have been the ones who drowned, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because there was that many of them. Because it was also like.
Oh no, dude! She was out just fucking and sucking on the boat while he was at home.
While he was doing the administrative work.
Yeah.
But he had the ABS. He was doing the work. No, but
Yeah, he's just sitting at home like counting fucking how many times he turns on and off a light switch.
Yeah.
That hasn't been invented yet.
Yeah, how many sconces have you lit?
He's fucking not spending any time wearing like choosing what clothes to wear while his wife is just taking her clothes off.
Yeah. I like to think that like I'm gonna bounce something off you, Marky. Do you think like cuckolding as a way is kind of like a virtuous pursuit? Like if you're into it, you know?
Well, what do you mean? Like you reckon that?
Like if I'm like I'm taking pleasure in my wife, or my partner rather taking pleasure, you know?
Yeah.
I think there's something kind of sweet about that.
No, do you know what the problem is? The problem is now that like once you tell people that and they do it because you like it, now it's not the same anymore. You only like if you're that way inclined, you only want it to be all about because they want it, not because you want it.
Yeah, we can both want it though, right?
Yeah, no, hopefully you both do. But my point is, once it's out in the open and it's being done because, like some people, the fun of it is the fact that.
Well, like no one knows.
Yeah, like no one knows.
Yeah.
But if it's out in the open and you seek it, then it's kind of not got the same luster on it. Is my point.
I don't know. I've had a little look into the kink scene. I'm not gonna.
Do you reckon that like that existed then though?
Oh, dude, every kink thing has existed for years.
Kings.
Kings. That's where the name comes from. No, it's just like if you like look back far enough, it's like entire history is sucking and fucking.
Yeah.
Like it's a huge part. So. But I don't know. I think it's kind of sweet, man. Yeah. I think the cuck chair is a sacred office and should be treated with respect.
What you're saying is the cuck chair.
What I'm saying is not a cuck.
I was saying, well, the cuck chair was once a throne.
Yeah, the cuck.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Well, as if that didn't happen, man. It was like if the king's like, it's so important to have kids. It's like, man, I'll get any, like, I just need them. It doesn't even matter, you know?
Yeah. And also, back to our point before, if a king wants to have more sons but can't, surely he gets a stunt double every now and again.
Gets a stunt cock?
Yeah. Gets like, I don't know, their version of Stallone.
Yeah. Dude, I full on forgot he was in porno.
The fucking Stallone porno is one of the funniest things because he's there's an audio of one of his porns, and it's literally him with his Stallone voice, just being like, "Do you like that?" The Stallone voice.
I love that. Is this pre-Rocky?
Pre Rambo, like it's.
No, Rocky was before Rambo.
Was it? Okay.
I think so.
Okay. Anyway, it was before his biggest thing.
Yeah.
The other one that I found interesting was the fucking stats on William Dafoe. So, have you seen the movie Antichrist?
Bro, I tried to watch it recently.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. It is that fucking boring.
It's pretty fucking.
Like, I know the scene you're gonna bring up, and I was like,
if you watched the first 5 minutes, you would have seen the scene.
Oh yeah. Do you reckon that was him?
So this is a trivia question on IMDb for Antichrist.
Yeah.
So apparently, and this is IMDb trivia, so we don't. It's crowd contributed.
Yeah. Okay.
So apparently, William Dafoe wanted to hit that shower sex scene to actually be with him. He was like, I don't really need like a stunt double.
Yeah.
But his dick was too big. They were like, it's like not really reliable.
No. That's a rumor you spread about yourself.
Have you seen what's that movie, Trapped or whatever? It's like a more recent one. He tries to break into a house, but the alarm goes off and all the doors like roll shut. And he's just trapped in there trying to find a way to get out of the place he broke into.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting. Like it's got so many turns and twists, and like he's pretty much the only character in the whole movie. Like because it's just him. Yeah. It's just like him like trying to work out different ways, him like trying to get out. Like
and like one of them involves his huge dick. Is this what you're getting at?
Well, no, that's what I was thinking. Like, he could have just pogo sticked out a window or pole vaulted over the wall. Yeah. But no, the bit that I liked about that was you sort of come to work out that he is stealing from. I'm probably going to like spoilers for the movie, but whatever. He is stealing from an art collector, which is why he had so many valuable paintings and shit. Yeah. Turns out, basically, him being trapped is this guy's art. Like, he's like, my next art piece is going to be a guy trapped in this house. Like, he was fully aware of it the whole time and purposely baited him into stealing something so he could run an experiment of seeing how he was going to try and get out of this house.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty fucking interesting.
You can't trust rich artists. There's something nefarious.
I fucking know somebody who still lives off the money they got from their father was an art collector back in the 90s, and they still live off the money from the art collection. So like every year or so they sell another one of the paintings, and it's just like that they got as inheritance.
Yeah.
And I'm like, something evil's going on there.
This isn't,
like, if you can live off art money, like, and also, what's the value is only what people will pay for it.
Yeah.
Like, I literally, like with James's stick on it, like, tape on a stick or whatever that like he sells as a like.
Oh, is he selling those?
Yeah.
That's so good.
But it's kind of like if we made them expensive, that is their new worth.
Yeah,
like
sure. Like a part of my show was like appreciating like art that poor people make. Like I love like the art that some like line cook has made on like his 15-minute break on his phone, and it's just like a picture of fucking Waluigi's. Like I forgot, it's like, oh, call my girl a chew because her gazoon tight. You know, like that has spoken to me more than fucking Blue Poles has. You know what I mean?
Fuck, I sometimes will find like random notepads that people have just been fucking around on, and it started off, there was this one that someone just drew a bunch of frogs on it, and then the next person came along, because the bottom half of the page was just a bunch of frogs all tessellated together, kind of like like a line drawing of just like they're just all like basically the shoulder of one is the shoulder of the other, so they'll just just a bunch of frogs all just looking straight ahead.
Yes.
And then the next person has come along and drawn like a big frog demon like above them, like he's the frog overlord, and they're all like bowing down to him. And I was like, how interesting is that? One person just started it, and then it's kind of like that like everybody has their own spin. You could get like 4 artists to like all contribute to one artwork and see how they change it.
Well, that kind of like happens with memes. If you get onto one too late, you're like, what the fuck does this mean? And you have to like go through the history of it to find the original image that everyone's just like riffing on now, you know?
I will sometimes see like a meme and be like, fuck, what movie's that from? And like I've watched entire movies based on a meme. Like there's a movie Legend. It's like 2 brothers that so there's
Hardy?
Tom Hardy, Isn't Ed Hardy the Gene?
I get them mixed up, man. I get them mixed up.
I mean, like they made like the jeans with like an embroidered dragon.
That'd be so sick.
I remember on an episode of Pawn Stars, someone traded in a pair of Ed Hardy jeans because all the dudes there like wear them because they're all like that like Vegas strip guy.
Yeah.
So they made a bet with like the grandfather that like if he loses, he had to wear Ed Hardy jeans because he always wears like a suit every day.
Yeah.
Just funny to watch like the old man walk in a fucking set of Ed Hardys.
Dude, they set that up for sure. Like, we're gonna have this. We have to make him lose for sure. Like,
so I spoke to someone that went to that shop because of the show.
Yeah.
And it was no one from the show in the shop. It's just like what they do is they like have a bunch of trade throughout the day. And then they'll choose like the interesting ones to come back when the stars are there to film an episode, and then it's just a regular pawn shop.
There's actually a Canberra comedian that was on. Do you remember that show Gladiators where they like hit each other?
Yeah, you remember that shit.
Yeah. There was a Canberra comedian that was on one of those.
Whoa.
And they were like, it's like, I lost by so far, but like the editors were just like, you can skip this obstacle to catch up, and then they just cut it to make it look like.
Dude, I have some Canberra comedian trivia. There's a Canberra comedian. There's multiple Canberra comedians that were on that. What's that SBS show? Mastermind, is it?
Oh,
yeah, Mastermind. And so I know 2 Canberra comedians that were on that show. One of them said that he got the final answer wrong, but as he said the answer, the fucking lighting structure fell down behind him.
Yeah.
So they had to retake it, so he had to relive him giving the wrong answer so they could get a clean take. So he had to act like he was confident in his answer after he knew it was wrong. Yeah. And then the second time, the take wasn't right, so for a third time, he had to sit there and give the wrong answer and act surprised when he was wrong. How to relive that 3 times?
Dude, I'm wrapping my mind. I was like, how many Canberra comedians, well, just, comedians in general are smart enough to be on Mastermind?
The thing is, just like people in the spectrum will have like one special interest.
Oh, do you get to pick?
Yeah, so on Mastermind you can go on and be like, but one advice that the other Canberra comedian gave me, he said, because I was thinking I should do it just to fucking for the lols.
Yeah.
And also if those 2 got on, it's probably not that hard to get. But the goal was, I was like, he said, don't choose like Marvel, choose like one movie.
Yeah.
Don't, like he said, just choose a really specific thing and learn heaps about it, or if you already know heaps about it, brush up on it.
Yeah.
But don't be like everything. Like I really like John Candy, but I would only say Uncle Buck, just so I can be like just that one movie. But I don't know.
Imagine like saying Cool Runnings and then like just keep asking you questions about like what we do. You're like, no, I'm here for John Candy.
Yeah, no, don't. I just want the movie. They ask you about the real Jamaican bobsled team, and you're like, I don't know.
They would 100%.
Yeah, they would start asking shit like outside of the movie, like what was it? What year was that movie like based on? Like what was the real one based, not when the movie?
Yeah.
That's the other thing too. I wouldn't, because I've done a couple of like podcast questions before, like for guests, and I'm like, how specific can I get? Like, would I be like, not just like the movie, like stuff you would know from watching it, but you kind of need to know shit like that you would only see on IMDb, like when it was filmed, where it was filmed. Like sometimes it's not just what you see, it's like facts about the movie. Yeah. That's what sort of will fuck me. Like if you say like about any movie, like for saying about like Uncle Buck, why did John Candy's Uncle Buck need to look after the kids?
Yeah.
I know I can answer that. But it's like, if they're like, what fucking, like who was the like fucking who did the sound and lighting?
Yeah, he was the director of photography.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like my topic is my favorite character from Star Wars: Attack of the Clones, Elon Sleaze Bogano. Like,
do you know that guy was in Canberra a few years ago?
Oh, was he?
Dude, the guy that plays Sleaze Bogano was at Comic Con. What's our version of Comic Con?
I know what you're
at Epic Park. I keep thinking Questacon. I'm like, fuck, it's not Questacon.
It's another con.
But the GammaCon. Yeah, that was their guest. So the year after it was...
that's so Canberra. We got Elon Sleaze.
Sleaze Bogano, dude. And do you know who we had the year before that? The fucking... what's his fucking name? Jarrett is his last name, that plays Wolf Creek. Yeah, he was... Okay. Yeah, he was... And also he was doing a meet and greet with one of my mates and told him, like, it's not announced yet, but there's going to be another season of the Wolf Creek TV series.
Oh, he's in it?
Yeah.
Oh.
But how funny is that? It wasn't announced, he just told him in a meet and greet. Like, he wasn't even meant, you're not like meant to leak any of that shit.
Keep it to yourself, mate.
Keep it to yourself. I know this random from Canberra that's not going to say anything.
Yeah. Who was the comedian who had the joke about, like, Tony Hawk came to Arendelle to, like, open the Arendelle skate park?
Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, he was there for like 30 minutes and left from the States. Like.
Holy fuck. So, there's another story which I'm trying to get. I had a guest on the show that kind of left it on a cliffhanger and hasn't done the show since.
Yeah.
He told me after Trent Shepard, he was on the show one time, he said that AC/DC signed one of the bricks behind like one of the schools here in Belconnen, like in behind their hall somewhere, like in a closed off area. There's like a brick that was signed by like the guys from AC/DC, like back in the day.
Yeah.
When they were just travelling through.
So so it'd have one scar, right?
Yeah.
So that'd be probably, I don't know if it'd be worth anything. It's not even still there.
The story's probably not worth anything, but the story, that's a good precursor to have that story on the show though. The other thing that I was going to try and get off the back of that was the mastermind. Apparently the best thing to study leading up to that show is like primary school, like tech, like what are they called? Like
tests?
Yeah, like the end of year exams and shit.
Yeah.
That's like pretty much the level that the questions go to.
Do they have like general knowledge?
Yeah. But I think that the final part is like a special interest thing. So, speaking of studying for tests, we're about to deliver some high scores on this next section.
Yeah, I see some statistics.
Yep, I've got some stats here. So, off the back of what I like to call the OG driving while intoxicated story that you told before, I took it upon myself to do some research in finding the current record holder for the highest blood alcohol reading for one, anyone ever, and two, recorded from drivers. Okay? So, first we'll start with the highest ever recorded for a driver. So, the record is currently held by a Bulgarian man, was reported to have 0.914% blood alcohol content, which for those of you playing at home is 18.24 times the legal limit. after a car accident in 2004. So that's the highest blood alcohol limit from someone that was driving a vehicle, which is currently 18.4. Now, in true history style though, I went out and found the highest blood alcohol content for anyone ever recorded, not necessarily driving. Dylan, can you read out the stats that I've got there for that?
Alright. So yeah, the highest reliably recorded blood alcohol content for a survivor is 1.374%, or 27.8 times the legal limit. Recorded in 2013 in Poland, the 40-year-old man was found unconscious but lived, equivalent to nearly 14 bottles of wine consumed quickly, or 3.435 times the lethal limit, with studies noting that levels over 0.4 are usually fatal. Dude.
So one dude was more than 18 times the legal limit, and this guy was nearly 4 times the lethal limit.
This is like, I feel like the more you learn about the world, the less surprised you are to learn that these are boys from Eastern Europe.
Yeah. I was nearly just going to say, the more you learn about the world, the more you want to move to Poland.
Oh, dude, yeah, the Balkans, man. Just get amongst it, man. Just go there not understanding anything. Why are you guys all so mad at each other? What's up, man?
Have you seen? There's a interview with this ice hockey player, and he puts on a Swedish accent.
Yeah.
But he's like an American dude, and it's probably one of his early games. So it's probably the first time he's been interviewed, and he's literally just going like, "Why does everyone have to be so mad?"
Yeah.
He's literally
it's just game.
It's just hockey. It's hockey.
Yeah.
It's so funny that he just put on that voice.
I've seen that before. I didn't know it was just some.
It's just an American dude putting on the voice, which is even funnier. And to bring that up in the last bit there, we're talking about some stats. I have. Before we do that bit, is there any audience stories for DWIs? Is our plumber mate still here? No? No.
There were that many lights on me.
No? Maybe. No, he's gone. Okay, so we had an audience story of a high blood alcohol limit. I have a personal story from a mate of mine that I used to work with.
Yeah.
Now, to give you context about this guy, his dad and me had the same name. So sometimes I get drunk calls from him at night time because he was trying to call his dad. So I remember once I got a call this is from the South Coast, and I just moved to Canberra, but also this guy's dad also lived in Canberra.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Hey, I'm in Canberra," and I'm sitting there going like, "Oh, cool, man, what's up?" Just thinking that he just wanted to hang out. But it was 4 a.m. and he was like, "Yeah, can you come pick me up? I'm just walking across Commonwealth Avenue Bridge and there's some dudes that are trying to fight me." And I was just like, "Yeah, man, no worries. I'll look after you, dude."
Yeah.
So I get in my car at 4 a.m. This is how much I look out for the homie.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
This is 19-year-old me with my red New South Wales P plates, and I'm thinking, "Oh, good thing it's only one person because I can't have more than one passenger on New South Wales P plates after 12 o'clock." So I go there, I pull up in time to watch him fighting 3 dudes blind drunk and winning.
Yeah.
And then walking off, so I just drove home.
How relieved I don't have to Walter White these guys. I don't have to just hit them with the Corolla.
Well, I tell you what's even better. 3 days later, I called him, and I was just like, "Hey, how'd you go the other night?" And he's just like, "What do you mean?" And I was just like, "Well, dude, you called me and said, can you come pick me up? I'm in a fight on the thing." And I didn't tell him that I already went there to check it out and seen him walking away from 3 beaten up dudes.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, was that you? Yeah, I thought my dad dogged me."
Dude, that's a dangerous situation, man. Like, cause like one day you're gonna get a call. He's like, I know I'm not the son you wanted me to be, Dad, but I'm trying so hard. It's just like, you know, it's just from school. I felt so listless. I didn't know what I wanted to be, and I just feel like I let you down. Like,
I tell you what, it'd suck if I called him with the same story. Like we just both. Oh, we did. You know, it's the equivalent of calling two restaurants and making them order from each other.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you tell me first where I fucked up as a kid. That's the sort of character we're dealing with now. This is where the DWI side comes into it. I've kept regular like catch-ups with this dude, right? I called him one time and I'm like, hey, how'd you go the other night? I had a missed call from you. And he was just like, yeah, I got home somehow, and when I woke up in the morning, I looked out my window and there was a different car in the front yard, so I thought maybe someone had driven to my place and was in the house somewhere. Thought someone crashed at my place, so I go out to the lounge room and there was no one asleep on the couch. So I was like, well, who the fuck owns that car? So eventually I called a few mates of mine that were at the party from the night before, and they're like, dude, you own that car. You bought it off some crackhead for $600 last night, cash, and drove it home.
Dude, that's how you know who's carrying around 600 cash.
Yeah. This was like probably like 2008.
Yeah.
So maybe, you know, but yeah. And I think part of it was just like, first, that sucks, but also, how funny is it that like it was the whole time, who the fuck owns the...
Looking around your
The
house,
best part about it was a clapped out like 97 Commodore wagon.
Yeah, of course.
Which is...
You don't see him anymore.
Well, dude, if he kept it, he'd get his money back at least.
Yeah.
Some collector.
Dude, my story's not as good as that. I just knew a guy who crashed his car playing Pokemon Go.
Oh, really?
While he was driving around, he was trying to like throw Pokeballs and like, dude.
Fuck. Just scanning the land for AI. Yeah.
Oh, for the, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, he ended up getting like fired because he couldn't come to work anymore.
Oh,
He
shit.
totaled his car, yeah, dude.
That fucking sucks. So it's surprising the amount of people that, in my years as a bartender, I tend to find most DUIs are from people that need their license for work. Like people that could comfortably work from home or like just they could catch public transport or whatever. I find most people that like I find out later got done for DUI are always people that literally earn their primary income from transportation.
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know. There's just like not.
It's the same thing as the cup chair. The risk is better.
It feels better when someone alive.
When there's someone else, when I've got my livelihood on. Alrighty, let's finish up the podcast with some stats. Now, to close out the show, I'm going to put up some stats here. So we've got podcast stats. I finally looked into my percentage of listeners. 35.68% from the United States. This is the top three countries.
Well, I'm sorry for calling them Seppos. I didn't know that was your primary audience.
How good is it that like the States has surpassed fucking Australia?
Yeah, it is.
For my 26.39% Australia, 10.03% Brazil.
What's going on in Brazil?
Do you know what I found out? What spiked the numbers in Brazil?
What?
Last month, I had like thousands of downloads on all my episodes from Brazil.
Yeah.
And then the next month, none.
What were you talking about?
So I just want to say to everyone, to the AI version of me that's been built in Brazil using my voice, thank you for building the AI version of me, and hopefully it's a kick-ass soccer player. Fuck. That's the only thing I can think of. Somewhere in Brazil, they're making a robot that's got my voice. Because I'm the only cunt that has fucking that many hours of recorded voice samples.
To recreate.
That's the stats. Now, the second bit that I've got is Baso stats. So, I have done 74 open mics here and 26 ticketed events, and this is my 4th live podcast. So in total, that's 104 gigs at the Baso. Ever since my first gig here, it was the 19th of April 2019. So nearly 6 years to the day of the first gig here. And on average, that's 2,720 minutes on stage, which is over 45 and a half hours spent on this stage over the last 6 years. And 2 of those were COVID, so...
Yeah.
There's some stats.
Doing good grinding, mate.
That's the close out the podcast on some stats. However, I went through the archives to find something relatable to you.
Oh no.
So I'm going to impose this image up here.
I hate my olds.
Here's not a video or any of your content.
Yeah.
Here is just a point in time. This is from the 30th of October 2018 at the Phoenix.
Oh, who's the Phoenix?
This is you and this is me emceeing.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, so that's one of your first months in comedy, I think.
Dude, I remember that jumbo.
You remember that jumbo?
I remember that hair, dude. I remember. Dude, so what year was that you said?
2018.
So I was 28 then? I don't remember being 28.
Yeah, so there you go. That was one of my first MC gigs too.
Yeah.
So, put on a fucking sports jacket. Do you love it when you get your first MC job? You're like, oh, I'm gonna fucking nail it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
All
now when you're MCing, you're like, who's next? Oh, fucking, alright, I better say something. Shit.
Pull out my phone.
You're alright. Give it up for good.
Yeah, alright, so that'll close out the show. Dylan, thanks very much for being on.
Thanks for having me.
Great to hear you had a successful first hour, and I'm glad to see you back on the show and see you doing gigs in Canberra.
Dude, I'm always, I don't know how to live any other way.
Do you have any plugs you want to do, like social media or anything like that?
At Smoff Whitlam on Instagram. It's spelled like Gough Whitlam, except with SM instead of G. It's a boss in Dark Souls. It rhymes with Gough. It was a disaster. I'm not changing it. Someone told me I should, and I was like, "Fuck you, dude." I'm Smoff.
I was going to until you said
Yeah. Now I'm Smoff Whitlam now. Yeah. But anyway, that's where I am.
Alright, well, thanks for being on the show, Small Whitlam, and thanks everyone for listening. Cheers.
Everyone.
Peace.
Don't buy me a drink. Just name names. Yeah, right. Big time. You'll get fucking thrown out of the strip club with your floppy disk.
Yeah, you got a big beard, dude.
Shame for shit all day.
Me and my best friend, Marky Worthington.
Keep it simple. Count your money.
That they're not proud of. Just give me $10.
All right.
Click.
Did you hang up?
No, I just said click.